easy to say, when I saw you walking across the water in the middle of the night. Shut up. Better or worse? Sickness, health, richer, poor, forsaking all others, I'ma cling to him.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. That was Bishop T.D. Jakes' wife speaking about women who just walk away from marriage at the drop of a hat. We'll hear more from her in a minute. We know for today's modern day woman, marriage is a joke. Or should I say a retirement plan, which is why most men fear marriage.
I think also it's easy to fear marriage because we've made it a personal goal and not a God-ordained thing.
Preach, brother.
When you talking about like matrimony, when you talking about my assigned partner, ain't to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? Like, are there gonna be moments where we have our tough times and things like that? Of course, but I was covered before you got here. This is much larger than me. There's a much larger assignment that our parent is supposed to complete. You feel me? So when we talking about be scared because they want to get married for the status symbol.
And for a retirement plan.
And so when you start to have rocky times in a marriage that you got for status, y'all don't look that good. And I'm afraid to be out here married and going through it.
And going through it with a woman who never took marriage seriously in the first place. I want to give a quick shout out to Ramon J. Bell, MLR, Jamal Killings, Paul Simpkins, Larry Smith, and Dwayne Gilmore for your contribution to my channel on PayPal and Cash App. Please know that your continued support is greatly appreciated. And now, for the divorced men in Florida, I have some great news for you.
We are strong, independent women. We don't need no man. Women also.
And it reads, Ron DeSantis draws outcry from women's group as he ends permanent alimony in Florida. On Monday, the Florida governor signed a bill into law that ends permanent alimony in the state, a move that has sparked controversy and debate. You mean controversy for women who are dependent on that alimony for life. See, they claim they don't need a man, but it appears that their independence ends when you stop that man's money from going into their bank account. So congratulations to the men in Florida who were good husbands and your wife just up and left you because she knew she could get alimony for life. Or at least she thought she could. So just like women have divorce parties, fellas, go get a bottle of champagne and celebrate.
There's an outcry over taking away lifetime alimony. The law that DeSantis signed in is a step in the right direction. It omitted lifetime alimony in Florida and says that alimony cannot exceed 1/2 the length of the marriage. But apparently these strong, independent women don't have very strong convictions in what they believe, because now they're leaving the Republican Party over this.
This is a death sentence for me. Florida Republican women say they will switch parties after DeSantis approves alimony law.
Because alimony's taken away, they'll no longer be Republicans. And if you read the little subtitle, it's a quote. My fear is that they'll take me back to court and I don't have the money for this.
So what happened to all that money that the man's been giving you all in alimony? Oh, I know. You thought you were going to get that money for life, so you've been blowing it on nonsense. Now you see why they say save for a rainy day? Because it's about to rain cats and dogs for these women.
Well, how do you think men have felt for years when they've been taken back to court over and over again, over child support, over custody of their children, over more alimony, over these long, extensive, financially ruining divorces?
Exactly.
I mean, it wasn't the anti-LGBTQ laws, it wasn't the anti-trans laws, it wasn't the abortion laws, taking away their bodily choice, but take away the money that they can get off a man, and they're gonna leave the Republican Party. The greed and their ability to just publicly say, I'm not independent, I need a man to pay my way. Well, not wanting to say it publicly. You seriously can't make this shit up. Toxic women are on full display right now.
Shout out to the manicured mom, because she's one of the few women who advocate for men's rights. But hold on, fellas, there's more good news. They're in the process of overturning the no-fault divorce laws, which means that women can't just up and divorce a man simply because she's bored. And guess who's mad?
Now, they're going after your right to get a divorce.
Oh, ladies, welcome to the consequences of your own actions. Like y'all say all the time, we're in a patriarchy. That men control everything and we have all the power. Well, if that's true, did you really think we were going to go on letting you make divorce or profit an industry? We gave y'all power. And don't get it twisted, you didn't get it, we gave it to you. But the problem is that power we gave you, you're abusing it. As of now, women are initiating nearly 80% of the divorces. And the vast majority of them have no cause other than you want to someone else. And that's fine. I think you should have the right to do that. But I also think that if you want a divorce without cause, you shouldn't get a dime. You should not financially benefit for breaking your vows because you were bored. While I wish we could just make it so you get nothing when you leave, the courts would never allow that. So this is the next best thing. And ladies, look, I know you're not used to this thing called accountability, but I am very glad to see you're starting to. Enjoy.
Listen, I think his data is correct. I've been researching it, and women do initiate far more divorces than men.
Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be baby hair? Oh, Lord, now they got the white women doing it.
Women do initiate far more divorces than men. I wonder why that is.
Here comes the blaming.
I think it might have something to do with the fact that men are really happy to have somebody to clean their house, cook their food, wash their laundry, raise their little sons, and suck their...
Just like women love for men to pay all the bills, take you out on dates and pay for it, fix the house and pay for it, mow the lawn, shovel the snow, being romantic by remembering special occasions and doing something big every time, while you just sit back and enjoy it while doing or buying absolutely nothing of equal value in return, bringing you flowers just because it's Wednesday, being able to read your mind, wanting us to put up with whatever nonsense you come up with, just to name a few.
And we're not leaving because we're bored or we want somebody else. We're leaving because we actually want to enjoy our lives. Ladies, if we just stop breeding with narcissists, this whole genetic pool will die off in a couple thousand years. The future will thank us.
Most of these women sound like a broken record, just throwing the word narcissist out there every chance they get. How much you want to bet that the majority of these women who call their ex-husbands narcissists are women who could not or would not think logically and wanted to do something based on her emotions, even though it was a bad idea, and he stopped her from doing it. I present to you Exhibit A, Tia Mowry, who just recently got divorced.
You like my outfit? Oh, why? It's a bathing suit. Oh, really? It's a bathing suit. Then why are you wearing high shoes, huh? They're boots. Rihanna. So careful.
Now, when your young teenage son is telling you that you're dressing ridiculously, what does that say about your mental health as a so-called 45-year-old grown-ass woman with a kid? See, these women simply want to do whatever they want to do, no matter what. But for us men, not only are they making themselves look bad, they're making us look bad in the process. You are a reflection of your mate, Keke Palmer. There are women out there who know damn well that most women can't think logically.
Am I the only person that finds it very hard to admit to a man that I'm wrong? And arguing with men is the most annoying thing ever because you men use logic. Like us women, we just want to argue with emotion, but you men, you use too much logic, too many facts. Like when you're arguing with a man, there is no emotion involved in their argument. It's just, you did A and B, which caused me to do C, and that's why we're at D. And I'm like, but, because of the... They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And that's why I hate admitting to men that I'm wrong, because they've spat so many facts at me that if I even admit I'm wrong, I'll just look so incompetent.
See what I mean? Here's a woman who's admitting that women think with their emotion and men think with logic. And she doesn't want to admit it to him because he's going to make her look incompetent. Here's my question though. Does she realize she just told the whole world that she'd rather look like a knucklehead than to admit that the facts that the man gave her were correct? Too many of these women out here have no business getting into relationships, let alone accepting marriage proposals, simply because they can't accept facts.
A lot of women want to get married, but let's get into it. I was watching Married at First Sight, y'all, and it surprises me every season how unprepared some of these women are. Willing to get married to a stranger, you're seemingly unprepared for what marriage requires. Here's why a lot of modern women don't need to get married. They don't want to compromise. They do not see faults in themselves. They want a complete package, but they ain't a complete package. It is not always about how you feel. Feelings change. You cannot make decisions on a feeling. Not good at meeting anyone else's needs but their own. I say this all the time. Selfish people do not need to get married. It requires sacrifice, and it's not gonna always be about you.
And she's right. Selfishness is like a plague to some of these modern day women. But here's another thing that some of these women say and do that are ass backwards.
Women will go out here and let a them raw without putting no ring on it, nothing. But you draw the line at making a sandwich for a man. What in the is going on?
Yep, willing to create a whole other life that you're gonna have to be responsible for from now until whenever. But making a sandwich, which only takes a few minutes, is beneath you. Now, for all the women out there who can think logically, I'm not talking about you, but there are a lot of women out there who should not be making decisions for themselves, let alone raising children. Listen to this selfish knucklehead.
He's making 150 and the man is making 50. Chris stated that we need to figure out how we're gonna live off this 50. Is that what you said?
We gonna be together, right?
We know all that. We trying to figure out these numbers.
I don't know if I'm missing it a little bit.
You make 150.
I make $150,000.
I make 50,000.
You make $50,000.
And
My money is inconsequential to this relationship.
Fellas, while you're watching these type of videos, do like one of my commenters said he did. Share this video with a young lady that you're dating right now or considering dating and see how she responds. You can use these videos as a vetting tool. So if she goes along with what the woman is saying in this video, she just told you everything that you need to know about her. So you now know to abandon ship.
You're not thinking about my money.
Let me ask you this then. So I'm gonna leave with my 50,000.
You gonna leave with your 50.
So let me ask you this.
We're not gonna be destitute or anything, but that 50 gonna have to do.
So in a marriage, if you make 150 and he make 50, we ain't working with 200. We working with.
that is
We working with 50.
Oh.
So now ladies, use basic common sense. If she makes 150,000 and he makes 50,000 and she says we have to make it off his 50,000, why the hell would a man get married to a woman who thinks like that? Wouldn't it be simpler for him to just make it off his $50,000 by himself?
All right, I'm gonna sit on back, but I just wanted, I get so saddened by the disassembling of families and marriages. It breaks my heart because we take 30 minutes to say the most important words that you'll ever say in a commitment, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, richer for poor. Then this new generation came along and we want to make our own vows. You know why? Because it's easy to break. It's easy to say, when I saw you walking across the water in the middle of the night, shut up. Better or worse? Sickness, health, richer, poor, forsaking all others, I'ma cling to him.
Unfortunately, women like this are extinct nowadays. There are very few left in this country. But on a brighter note, thanks to the women putting their thoughts on social media, men are armed with what women are thinking. And it's only a matter of time before the divorce lawyers have to find another expertise when it comes down to law, because men are going to stop getting married in this country altogether. So for the changes in the divorce laws, I want to say congratulations, ladies. The independence you've been claiming is now coming to a reality. Enjoy. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
Here's to the past for all the great memories. Had such a great time, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And my sash, oh boy, did this got me attention. Like, I got high fives. I got people coming up to me being like, I'm divorced too, and you're gonna be great, and wow.
I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.